In a world where two complete retards fight to get viewership on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube, one man with an afro and a moderately sized cock, it's average, will fight to get monetized. Nick, co-host.
YouTube, and I don't want you to be monetized.
It's okay. Matt is okay not being monetized because he does this for fun. Although if he did get sponsored, it would be cool.
Your dick is small, AfroMattt. You can never defeat me.
Little did YouTube know, AfroMatt's dick was indeed small.
Oh no, but it's bigger than I thought. Please, no.
Okay, this bit is...
I don't have anything else. I have nothing else for that bit.
That's good. That's a good intro.
That's
right?
good. That's good.
Okay,
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the AfroMattt Show featuring, once again, Nick McConnell.
Oh, yeah, it's me.
Are you freaking...
It's me. I'm fucking hyped. I'm so ready for this one. This is good. We're gonna get it. We're gonna talk about worms and ants. That's
And
what
you
I'm
get-
bringing.
Yeah, and you may notice we are not in the same building. That is because, once again, I
I got
got
tired of Matt and didn't want to go to his house.
I was going to say I got AIDS. Once again,
That's not
I
really
got
it.
syphilis.
And every time we meet, we fuck. And so I couldn't not.
So
Couldn't
I
go.
took it upon myself, and I'm quarantining myself.
Every time
And-
I look at you, Matt, just that drip, like that picture I posted on Instagram, I was like, I looked like shit in it, but I'm like, I can't not post it because Matt is so drippy.
I tend to
You were
drip.
You didn't even mean to do it. I was like, oh, look, I'm taking a picture. Half a second, boom, and it was just like you had already
Dripped.
posed for it. You were so dripped out. Yeah. That's a
Mm.
good picture. I saved it. Insert drip right here.
Listen,
I'll send it to you.
we have good days and we have bad days. Right now, I'm on a bad day. I'm breaking out above my left eyebrow for no reason. I feel like I'm 14. I haven't had acne since I was literally 14, and I want to tie up the noose.
That's not good.
And just take a
So,
look at it. Just look at it.
Go ahead. Everyone zoom in on Matt's head. I'm looking at it.
Look, I mean, look.
Oh my god. You're disgusting. That's the most... There's like... What is that? The little dipper right there?
Dude, this is the
Jesus.
most, believe it or not, that's the most acne I've ever had at one time on my face.
Dude, I had it really bad one time, and I took that prescription drug that dries your face out.
I don't trust it.
Never get it again.
I don't trust it.
I did it. Dude,
I don't
my
trust
skin
it.
was so dry. I
Dude,
got, like,
listen.
nosebleeds every day. One time, wait, this is a good one. Please keep your thought. I was in Miss blah blah blah's class for graphic design,
I know.
and that thing gave me a nosebleed. And the
Applying
teacher
it to
came
your
over-
face gave you a nosebleed?
No, it's not applying it to your face. It's a pill you take that like focuses on
Oh.
your face and dries you out. And it was like the worst year of my life. But after that, I'll get one pimple on my face maybe every 4 months when I was really, really bad acne. But anyway, she came over and I got a
Pizza
nosebleed,
face?
and she's like, "What happened?" And I was literally looking at the teacher. I was like, "Dude, Remy just fucking punched me in the face." And she literally looked at Remy and was like, "Remy, hallway now!"
What if
I
she
went
just
in
said
there-
big ups? What if she just said big ups, Remy?
No.
That's fucking
And then I was
badass.
like, and then I was like, "No, I'm on medication that gave you a nosebleed." And then she told Remy to come back in, but she believed Remy would do it. 'Cause he was
That's
always
funny.
edgy.
That's good.
She sent him out in the hallway. She was about to go send him to the office for punching me. Like, it was coming down out of nowhere, and I was like, "Dude, he got me good. What the hell, Remy?"
Dude,
I also pranked that teacher and told her, because like some kids had a bad peanut allergy. She was handing them out, and I got like a Snickers peanut thing, and I ate it. And as soon as I popped it and I swallowed it, I was like, "Wait, this doesn't have peanuts in it."
dude, I
right?"
love
And
that.
she-
I do that
she
at work all
literally
the
got
time.
Flushed. Like she just sat there and was like, "What?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm just kidding." I should have played it longer. I should have got like a little cough and like, and I should have reached for my leg, but like, "Oh no, where's my
EpiPen,
EpiPen? Where's
EpiPen."
my EpiPen? Where's my?" And then just fall over on the floor.
And then you
dead
just
been
tell
like,
her,
"No, I'm
and then
kidding."
just tell her, no, don't worry. And they don't tell you this, but you can, instead of, if you don't find my EpiPen, you can just use any pen and then have her stab you with a pen.
Listen, instead of my EpiPen, if
Yeah.
I get head right now, I don't know what it is, it just clears my throat. If I just get some good ass head right now.
Right now. Actually, they don't tell you this, but EpiPen actually just releases the same endorphins as when you get head. So, teacher, I have to tell you this right now. If I have an allergic reaction, I need you to just give me head.
Right now,
She's like,
you old lady, disgusting bitch.
she's like, isn't that a little? I mean, you're a freshman in high school, and I'm like, kind of a MILF. And you're like, exactly.
Matt, was she a MILF, Matt? Be honest.
I don't even know who we're
No.
talking. We're talking about a fictional character at this point. It's
Right,
it's a bit. It's a bit.
Yeah, we're bidding.
I don't even know what we were talking about before this. You said hold my thought. I don't. Oh,
Acne.
I said I don't trust that, dude. Listen.
Okay.
This is how I cleared my skin. Okay, look, listen. The reason I don't trust acne companies is because if they cured you of acne, they would actively get rid of a customer, right?
Right, that's why cancer people don't cure cancer.
Well, listen to this. This is how I got rid of my acne when I was a kid. I would take Germex, go like this with the Germex, and just put it on my face because it does the same thing, right? It goes in, it takes care of business.
I ate a spoonful of sand every day, 2 times a day. What? Why are you making that face? I would eat a spoonful of sand, and it was kind of gravelly, kind of rocky, and they were like, hey, do you want to be on my... I'm like, no, I'm not addicted. I'm doing this for myself, and I'm going to stop when it clears up. It turns out that Accutane, the stuff they
Are
gave
you
me
doing
actually
a
had the
bit?
same
Are you? I
active
cannot. I
ingredients
cannot
as sand.
tell.
And it was
You
just so
ace.
expensive, and my dad didn't want to pay for the insurance, so I would literally just go outside and find the dirt that was shitty. And I was like, well, this isn't sand, but it's basically the same thing.
Dude.
And I just ate a spoonful of dirt sand, and then look at my face now; it's clear. Hey, any kid out there eating dirt and sand, 1 spoonful a day, it's edible. I mean, worms eat it, plants eat it. Good shit. It's got nutrients in it.
Dude,
Clears out your face.
I cannot believe you had you had the audacity to call me out for eating Play-Doh, and you're eating literal sand.
Well, the thing is, okay, sand. You know, you build a sand castle.
Okay.
Right. Castles have kings and queens. I'm a king. Kings eat. They serve, like, they battle with their people. They're good kings. My castle was on sand, so I ate the sand to be more inclined with my people. Does that make sense?
Now you're just fucking retarded. Speaking of which, I do have a clip I want to show you. I wanted to start off the stream with this because it's
Speaking of a retard.
it's a really good clip. Can you hear this video, by the way?
Everybody else,
What did you say?
take a better picture.
Can you hear this video?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. This is like public
Man
freak
loses
out.
his patience. Road rage.
Everybody else,
What did you say?
take a better picture. Take
Huh?
a better picture. Close your fucking door.
That's assault. That's assault.
That's assault? No, it's
yeah.
not. No, it's not.
Touching my door is assault.
Hey,
Touching
cut me
my
off
door-
again like that, you ignorant little cow.
Touching my door is
As a
assault.
matter of fact, I'm going to take a fucking picture of your
Touching
license
my
plate.
door is assault.
And as a matter of fact, I've got you on my dash cam.
Touching
cutting
my
me off.
door is assault. Touching
You know
my
what?
door is assault.
You fucking entitled little cow.
Touching my door is assault.
Touching my door is assault.
Okay.
You
Touching my door
you
is
really think
assault.
you're fucking important, don't you?
Yeah.
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 Why is that? Because you're brown ass?
Yeah. Because
Is that
I'm
why?
brown.
Yeah.
Touching my door is assault.
You're going to cut me off again like that. You're going to have a serious fucking
Okay.
problem.
Touching my door is assault.
Touching my door is assault.
Okay.
Are you a fucking retard or what? Are you a fucking retard?
Okay.
Why would you do that?
Touching my
No,
door is
better-
assault.
Hey, you already said that, you fucking
Just
retard.
the most disgusting gagging, laughing
Why would you
noises
do that?
into my mic.
Why would you do that?
Touching my
Why'd you do that?
I mean,
When
it just
you-
doesn't.
Your brown little ass. Oh.
I'm just gonna
He
clip. I
whipped
just
it
want
out.
to.
He didn't have to take it there, but he did.
This is
my
my
door
favorite
is
part.
assault.
Touching my door is assault.
Okay.
Are you a fucking
Yeah, wait.
retard or what?
Are you fucking retard or what?
Retard?
Are you,
Retard
are you
or
fucking
what?
retard or what? Dude, I mean, this guy's. If he,
Okay,
if he,
to be honest, here's
if
what
he
I
would have
think-
said
here's what-
everything except for the brown part, he would have been
Here's
a
what I
king
think
to me.
happened.
He's a
Here's
king.
what I think happened. So you know how many times you're driving and this person just cuts you off, and it's like I could slam them and they would still be at fault, but you don't. You know, and you're just like in your head, you're like, I would come back with a gun and kill this person and their entire family, right? Because that's a common thought everyone has. That's what happened to that guy. It was just like a spur of the moment, super rage. It's like, dude, this guy just cut me off. Everyone flips off and honks, and they're so angry because they're tough because they're in their cars.
Yeah.
Except that guy, his car wasn't a barrier. He got out of it. He was still mad.
He was feeling
And
himself.
This lady thought, someone's at my door. I'm gonna record it because it's funny.
And she said,
What are you, fucking retard? Fucking retard.
"What are you, fucking retard or something?" I'm just gonna get that as a soundbite. I just need that as a soundbite.
But then he had to add in there your brown little ass.
If he would have said everything except for that, it would have been gold.
If
But
he
he
would've
had to
said
go
everything except
racist.
for that, he literally wouldn't have anything. Like, no one would pin anything
Yeah,
on him. And
exactly.
now people are gonna, like, he might get fired from his job for that now.
Yeah.
For saying your brown little ass.
I mean-
he literally could have said your stupid little ass. Maybe your
Your retarded
like,
little
entitled little ass. Did he say entitled in that? I think he did.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
A good
But
clip
whatever.
though.
I mean,
Good clip.
I feel for that guy. I
Golden
definitely
clip.
feel for that guy because I've had road rage, and I am super conservative with my horn. I like never lay on the horn. when I
Really?
know
No,
I
I'm
should.
I'm liberal with my horn.
Yeah.
And when I press it, it says BLM.
Yeah. Does it? Does it say Jack B. Hoff? Say his name.
No, it does not say Jack B. Hoff. No, but no, I'm super like I'll honk my horn at like the smallest things. Like there was a school bus stopped, and you know
did
how
not
they
honk
put
at a school bus.
and you know how they put out the stop sign for the kids to
Right.
cross.
Mhm.
Every time that like for every second they were over, like all the kids were dispersed. I was just like honk honk, get going. These kids are gone. You know.
Okay, speaking of retard.
No, I seriously, that guy's amount of road rage
I'm
is
not allowed
how
to
I
move on.
feel. Is how I feel when they charge me for extra sauce at Whataburger. I'm not even kidding. I want to come
Wow.
out. I want to just like, are you fucking retard or something? Just to the guy. It's 37 cents, and you've already cashed my entire thing. You want me to give you? You want me to? I'm gonna take your card. I'm gonna give you your. It's a whole deal.
Dude, I drove or got DoorDash from Taco Bell a minute ago.
Yeah.
And when I opened up my chalupa like a day later to eat it, it didn't have any meat in it.
What?
What was I supposed to do? I just said, yeah.
A
Didn't have
chalupa
any
with no
in it.
meat.
Yeah, what's the point of that? I'm not a vegan. Like, you don't have to fucking appease me. I love your Taco Bell Chihuahua meat. Like, that's what I fucking live for, bro.
I know, dude. And I stand by the statement, but some Taco Bells are better than other. You can tell when the person working at the Taco Bell is making that Taco Bell with love.
Okay,
Like that's
okay.
they're a
Can I
chef.
let me make an argument,
Okay,
okay?
listening.
I have a bit of insider view. Do you
Did
remember
you work at Taco Bell?
Listen, do you remember a while ago when I was saying I might have an opportunity to do some like plumbing extraction with a coworker, as contracting as like a part-time job? Afterwards, the hours. I don't know.
It's a
what
weird
they
way to
did,
say
but he said
porn
he'd hire
star,
me
but
because he's done. No, it's working on restaurants and stuff. Just like as a contractor, and he was
Plumbing
like, "Oh, I know you've done
extraction.
contract work. I really trust you, and blah blah blah. So if I start
Mhm.
this, I'll do it some draining." And anyway, this guy didn't hit me back up because he got a job at Taco Bell as a manager.
that seems like a
and
bit of an upgrade.
He has told me that everything they make at Taco Bell is frozen. Every single soft taco, hard taco, anything else is frozen, and they just heat it up before they give it to you. They literally don't even make it.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a blatant lie.
He has
I
said
have
everything
100%
there- he's a
seen them.
manager.
I've seen them make the tacos. They have the whole kitchen open.
Maybe if that's if they run out of prepped frozen tacos, but he's told me everything there is frozen.
Dude, I've literally seen him. I saw a dude, he had 3 tacos, like one between each of these fingers, and he just took like a spatula of meat and went boom, boom, boom. There, he's made the
Okay,
tacos in front of me.
Maybe that's for certain items then.
Maybe.
That's for like cheesy gordita crunches and crunch wraps and stuff like that, because it takes
Yeah.
too much time to make.
Oh, your cam died.
I'm at 34%. Different setup. What were we talking about when we left? Matt, Dogecoin reached 40 cents. Went back down, and it's going between 25 and 20 right now. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about selling 20,000 of it?
Okay, well, this is true. In January of 2021, the beginning of this year, I had 20,000 Dogecoin.
That was in 2021?
Yeah, in January.
Matt! You had to wait like 2 months. Oh, that is so fucked, bro. I thought that was in like 2018 or 17. I'm so sorry.
No, I
Wait,
wake
how
up.
much was that initial investment?
I wake up every morning wanting to die.
How much? I did do the math today, and if you went when it was $0.0002 and invested $10, when it was at that 40 spike, you would have gotten 50,000 US dollars.
That's crazy.
$10.
That's retarded.
That's yeah, and you had like today that's $8,000. That's enough to like, I know you already bought your car, but that's enough to get like 3/4 of a decent car, like payment done, or pay for your rent for like a fucking year or two, or whatever. And if you wait, here's the thing. Elon, like, are they accepting it? Did they say they're accepting it as like a thing for Teslas now?
Dogecoin?
I think Elon Musk said he was accepting Dogecoin as a currency.
Is he?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm not too sure.
All it takes is one person to pick it up, and it's gotten Jeff Bezos' attention, and people are like, yeah, by the end of 2021, it's going to reach $1, and everyone's saying that's its cap, we're going to sell it. Everyone's asking the guy that's made it and putting pressure on him to put a cap on it, so the market prices, or the stock price is going to go up if he puts a cap on it. I don't know nothing about stocks, but
Yeah, he does
that's
need to put a
basically-
cap on it because there's infinite. The problem right now, the problem with the U.S. dollar is that inflation happens because they always print more, which causes the price to go down. Right, supply versus demand. They increase supply to meet the demand, but that causes something. I'm not a fucking economics major, but as they increase the price or as they increase the number of it, the value of it goes down, right? So with Dogecoin, it doesn't have a cap.
But do you think if this grabs Jeff Bezos' attention, is going to shoot beyond $1? Because even for me, right now, it'd be like a $600 profit versus when everyone's saying it's going to reach $1 by the end of the year. People like they're both against it. It's gambling. They're for and against it. But if it goes up like $1, me selling it $1 is a very big difference from me selling it $1.5 or $1.25 or even $2, or if it goes above that. And like if it gets here, I want your professional opinion. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of ranting.
No. I'm not a professional, and this is not
Matt's
advice.
a professional. This is financial advice. If Jeff Bezos accepts Dogecoin and starts accepting it as payment, because he's talked about it, he's known it's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
If it gets accepted by Amazon, which is like one of the biggest stocks, what would AfroMattt have to say about that?
Right now it's 20 cents. If Amazon comes out tomorrow and says that they are accepting Amazon purchases on Amazon.com with Dogecoin, it will go to 50 cents.
That's how little of an impact you think it have. 50 cents
Yeah.
is still a big deal.
Yeah, that's double growth right now. It's at 25 cents. It'll double.
But people are thinking, have you seen all the articles of people speculating like how it's going to be $1 at the end of 2021?
They've been
Which
saying
still,
it was.
even for me, investing late would be like a $600 profit.
They've been saying that it was going
like
to go to
$100
$1 for a long time.
But
I
now
mean-
it's actually doing something.
Yeah. Dude,
'Cause it was
imagine
for years
this.
it
Dude,
wasn't going.
imagine this. I made $3,000 on it, making it to 44 cents. 4 cents was like peak. Like that was crazy for me. Like when
Okay,
it
now
reached
does that
4
make you
cents.
feel like
When it reached 4 cents, I'm like, holy! I called my mom. I'm like, dude, I'm up like $4,000 right now. When it reached 4 cents.
now does that make you feel like if it got to $1 and you sold it, you'd be missing out if you made $8,000 and it's just gonna continue to do that, or is that just a gambling mindset? Like
Well-
it could just crash and be nothing.
With the gambler's mindset, I could say, of course, like, I sold early, which is you can't ever say you sold early because you don't know if it was going to crash or go up or what even's going to happen. Pretty much the entirety of Dogecoin relies upon Elon Musk's Twitter. Elon Musk is the only thing keeping Dogecoin alive.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Okay,
you never
look,
know when it's
listen,
gonna do that, 'cause
listen.
It took years. It took literal years, and then something happened, and it rose. And it wasn't just like it was on the rise, and then Elon Musk said it, and it peaked. Like it is like that, but it's not like It wasn't worth nothing like it was, and Elon Musk said something, and then it peaked to 40 cents. It was already on a rise a little bit before he said that, and then it peaked to 40 cents.
So it was at when it was at 2 cents. 2 cents. I bought $700 for myself. I called my dad. I said, "Dad, in about 30 minutes, if Elon Musk tweets about Doge, this will skyrocket to double the price." I said, "Do you want in?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll give you $200." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I'll give you your $200 back and I'll keep the profit." And he's like, "Okay, deal." So he gave me $200. So I was like maybe $1,000 deep, like $700, $800 in to Doge at 2 cents, right? 200 of it was my, and then literally 10 minutes later, Elon Musk tweet. It was the most surreal moment of my life. I go to Elon Musk's Twitter, and it's just a picture of a magazine, like a magazine that's supposed to be Vogue, but it says Doge.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And like my heart like dropped, and I started getting sweaty. I'm like, oh, it's happening. And I opened up, and I reopened up Robinhood, and I had instantly made $300 since my phone call with my dad. So I took it was at like 3 cents. I took out $200, PayPal'd it to him, and then just let mine ride to like I think it was 5 cents, and then I dropped out at like a $3,000 profit.
That was 40 cents, and you had the potential.
It's not
with
40
what you
cents right
sold
now,
early.
but what?
I know, but during the peak, if you would have had what you had and sold it, you had $8,000 profit.
Yeah, but you have to also think about this. When stocks, I could have sold it made my $3,000. After it reached 4 cents, it crashed. I think it peaked at 6 cents, crashed back down to 2, and then about a month later, it got to 40 cents. So I could have rebought at 2 cents again, and then made that profit. So it's like, did I sell early or did I sell right on time, right?
It seems like all this stock shit is just talking about what you could have done. Just thinking about how crazy it fluctuates. And you know what?
It's gambling. It's literally gambling.
Sad boy stuff. You know.
I mean, I'm not mad about it.
Not doing anything.
What?
Leads us to talk about the most retarded organisms on the planet. I have 2
What are you, a fucking retard?
that I'd like to talk about.
Okay, this is
the most retarded organisms on the planet. I know you already know one of them is worms, but Matt,
Daily
you don't know the
Topics
other
with
one.
Nick.
You might have heard it.
This is the section of the podcast where
What
Nick
is
brings up his
what is the second most retarded organism?
second most retarded organism.
What's the first? You know the first, in my opinion.
The first most retarded organism.
That's an actual
Females.
organism. Correct. All right, so let's talk about it. No, I think the most most retarded organism.
I need to hit him
Don't
with
censor me. Okay, the first most retarded organism is ants.
What? They're so advanced.
Okay, Matt. Go ahead and give me your arguments for why they are not in the top 5 most retarded organisms. I'm not talking scientifically.
I was actually thinking about this yesterday.
Ants.
Yeah, I was
You know
like,
how many different kinds of ants there are, bro?
dude, you know that the mass of ants, like if you took the mass of ants that there are in the world and compared it to humans, like if you just took the mass, like weighed and like if you took all the humans and molded them into a ball and took all the ants and molded them into a ball, the ants ball would be like 3 times bigger. It's the ants planet.
That's cool. There's a lot of them. Epic. Why are they not
Okay.
retarded?
Now let me tell you let me tell you why this is crazy. Okay. Now, you think about like I was just like sitting on the like chilling outside, and you just like look at the ground, and everywhere you look, there's like little rows of ants. It's like they're always doing their thing, and they're always doing something, and it's always helping like feed their community and grow their little anthill.
Did you see?
And they
I saw this
venture
thing-
and they venture out. They send like one scout ant, and then he makes a line, and then then if he doesn't come back, they know not to go on that line. And then
Did
they
you
send
see the
another
thing
scout,
about-
and then they come back and they can lift up like
So
to 10
the-
times their strength.
Did you see the thing about the guy with the cracker? This is a
What?
good thing. He would see the scout ant and place a cracker, and the ant would go back because he's not strong enough to lift the cracker, and then he'd pick up the cracker.
Oh.
And a bunch of ants would come thinking there's a shit ton of food and they're rich and they've made it.
Oh, dude, that's so toxic.
Yeah. Ants. Okay.
They're super advanced.
They can, if you make ant farms, you can put acid on one ant, and when an ant dies, it produces this acid that lets the rest of the ants know it's dead. And so they will either leave the ant wherever it is if it's off from home. If it's at home, they will take it and throw it in the ditch, which like they will have an ant graveyard. That's kind of sophisticated.
It is.
You
It's
can
super
spray,
sophisticated.
You can spray a living ant with this same acid, and the ants will pick it up while it's alive and bury it and kill it while it is alive. That's not why I'm saying they're stupid.
That's
So
kind
we
of
have
funny.
cities. We take
Okay.
our cars to work and all
Wait,
this.
wait.
You can compare it to like proteins moving in a cell. Like we don't know what we are. Ants live their entire lives.
Wait. Can I
outside.
ask you a question?
Okay.
Okay, what if you sprayed that acid on every ant in the system? Would they all try to carry each
Now
other
that's,
outside?
that's a crazy thing. Okay. So if you spray ants on, or if you spray that same acid on every ant in the colony,
Mm-hmm.
then the colony would all just die.
Are you sure?
because
I feel like they would
they
all
would-
try to pick up each other.
I feel like they would.
And they
yeah,
just
and
fly.
They would self-destruct. They would fly.
They would fly. If
Ants
every
would
ant
evolve
is
and start flying.
no, because look, listen, this is how physics works. If one's picking up one and then the other one picks it up at the same time, they all just levitate. It just could keep on going up.
Okay.
That's crazy,
Okay.
dude.
So we're talking about the actual science of it. The real reason I think ants are retarded is because look,
Mm-hmm.
you're talking to your homie. What's up, Anthony?
Okay.
I'm a human. What's up, Anthony? And he's like, yeah, what's up? And he's like, dude, I've got a really good setup. I saved up money. I saved up cracker crumbs, and I'm putting a deposit down on this little dirt hole. Okay, Mr. Ant. You live in the dirt.
Okay.
If ants are so smart and so strong,
Mm-hmm.
and they've been around forever, why do they live in the dirt? Okay, ants. First things first. Ants, you're living in the dirt. What are you doing? You've got to cut that out. Like, if you're gonna be a superior species, you have to stop doing that.
I
Dirt
truly,
shit.
I truly believe this because bees make their own little houses.
Bees are cool, and bees are self-sufficient. Ants are
Bees
like,
are dope.
I found a dirt hole. We can do whatever we want with it, and I'll come back and I'll bring whatever to my queen.
But isn't it
and they
weird
come
how?
out and they find a little thing. It's like ants have 6 times their strength. Is that not crazy though?
No,
6 times their weight and strength, but they're stupid, dude.
I mean,
if they were as smart as everyone said, they would have evolved and done something else besides living in the dirt.
Well, listen
They've
to this.
done that forever, and we have not done anything to impede ants or given ants the quality of
True.
life to not continue to evolve.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still stupid.
Well, listen to this. Listen to this.
Ants are so stupid. Can you agree with me
Okay.
right now in
All right.
terms of human values?
I do.
Like, I get for what they are. Ants are amazing.
They're simps.
little-
They're simps.
They bring everything back to the queen.
They're simps. They are such simps. They literally have no free will, and they just do and say what the hive mind queen says. They're simping so hard. It's truly the biggest level of retardation.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
so here's another thing.
Okay. Wait, I want to tell you something about bees real quick. Because I learned a fact about
let's talk
bees.
about bees.
Bees have an internal clock. And you want to know how they prove this?
How? Like a circadian rhythm that we have? Or
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
So they wake up at like, say they wake up, I'm going to butcher this, but it's for the sake of the argument. Say, for instance, they did science
10
experiment.
a.m. Wakes up at 10 a.m. Goes to his 9 to 5. Comes
No,
back at 10.
no,
goes to sleep.
bees. Okay, so these bees, they would wake up at 8 a.m., right? This group of bees wake up at 8 a.m. on the dot, and they wanted to prove that how do these bees know what the clock is? So to do this, they went through a ton of experiments, and they're like, oh no, that's flawed because so they put them in a cave, right? They thought maybe they were doing it with the daylight, so they put them in a cave, and then they're like, okay, well, the bees got up at 8 a.m. and they're like, well, maybe they're using the rotation of the Earth. So they're like, okay, we're going to put them in a spaceship or something. I don't know if they put them in a spaceship. But it's like they got up at 8 a.m. and then they're like, okay, well, maybe they're using the gravitational pull, the whatever, the planet. And then they're like, okay, finally, this is how we're gonna prove it. They put them in like France, and they made the bees get up. They got up at 8 a.m. and then they flew them to like California, on the other side of the planet, and they woke up at a jet lagged like 10 p.m. or something like that. You know, like.
Oh, so they developed the same kind of rhythm that humans do.
Yeah, they can tell time. They woke up at 8 a.m. exactly for where they were.
That's wild.
I'll link. I'll
Another
put
thing
a
to
link
think
in the
about.
bio. The freaking
Okay.
whatever the.
Cell phone towers, gotta stop it. You're killing the bees. But if you think about a number line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm venturing off a little bit. We've already talked about this recently, but it's crazy to me. Think about a number line, 1 to 100.
Mm-hmm.
Humans will see 25 to 75, let's say. Now dogs will see like.
What do you mean 25 to
40.
75? Oh, like
Okay,
lifespan?
so we're talking about a color frequency. I'm talking about color and what
okay,
animals
okay.
see. Humans see 25 to 75 on our color spectrum.
No, we
that we
see
know
way
of.
less than that.
Yeah. But just
We see like
for the
50
sake
to
of-
55.
for the sake of my argument,
Okay, for the sake of the argument.
bees see for the sake of the argument. Bees will see 50 to 100,
Wow.
and dogs will see 50 to like negative 50
I
or
see what you're
whatever.
saying. Yeah,
So
yeah.
bees and deer alike see ultraviolet, and it's why they're attracted to flowers. And dogs see infrared, which is crazy to think about because anytime you have ever seen infrared, it is put into a perspective that you can understand.
Yeah,
they
color.
just make it red.
Yeah,
Dogs,
that's interesting.
When we think dogs like infrared, we're like, oh, dogs see heat. Yes, dogs see heat, but they see it as a different color. Dogs see heat as a different color. It's why they're such good hunters. They can see a squirrel in a bush and think there is something in that bush. I'm going to go attack it and I'm going to kill it. When you sit and make a couch warm for a long time, a lot of times they did studies on this. Dogs will go to the couch and sit where you were sitting, even if they weren't in the room, because they know it's warm. Dogs like warmth. They'll go bask in the sun. They'll literally like, if you see the sun patches in your house just changing because of where the sun is at, dogs will move. Like they just like to be in the heat. Dogs can literally detect heat. And it's not like they see heat. It's not like it's blurring their vision where there's heat and it's bright red like we see whenever we're looking at infrared.
Now,
Same thing goes with bees and deer, and you will actually give off ultraviolet radiation from your clothing if you wash it with certain things, which is why they tell deer hunters,
Really?
don't wash your stuff with this, because deer will see this from a distance. And bees see ultraviolet. That's why they're going to flowers and fucking them or whatever.
yeah.
It's made me think, Matt, the bee population is down, right? What if
Dude.
Jesus Christ... Listen, what if Jesus Christ...
Dude,
God
this is
himself,
blowing my mind right now. Wait, listen.
The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, listen.
Okay.
He puts a sign in the sky that says, Jesus Christ 2020 is happening, COVID, you guys need to leave. It is going to happen. And we sit here living and we're like, oh my God, the cell phone towers, blah, 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 this is affecting the bees. And the bees are like, well, I just saw a UV message from God, so I decided to die and place my soul somewhere else. Like, what if bees or deer have secrets to life that we don't understand because of the frequency they're seeing in? And who's to know what's the sub-frequencies of ultraviolet and infrared that they can see that we can't see?
Bro,
Or that they can't even
dude,
see. And there's things that can see that because there's an infinite number. And I was talking about this too. Color is not a property of an object. It's a property of our brain and the way we interpret an object that we are seeing.
Mm-hmm. Bro,
Something
that...
isn't actually yellow. It's just yellow in our brain.
Mm-hmm. Bro, dude, that kind of blew my mind just because, listen. Imagine if... It's like the vision that we see is so perfect because looking at a computer screen would literally not be possible if we saw color TV. Right? There's no way to get different heat maps for a screen, right? The screen,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We would
So-
literally none of our electronics, they don't get hotter depending on what color is on the screen. You know?
Yeah.
Dude,
You've
that
got
is
your-
crazy.
So you've got all that, but on the opposite end, let's go ahead and talk about. I'm going to go ahead and move into our next segment, which is I don't know how far we are, but we can talk about my retarded shit forever. But the
What are you
second
fucking
thing
retarded?
is worms and why I think worms are stupid. I have a scientific basis for this one, Matt.
Yeah, they have
And
no
I
brain.
have my silly one. So yeah. Worms have
literally
a
have no-
shit ton of nerves, just like our brain.
Okay.
Worms do not have a collection of nerves enough to classify any kind of cortex or a brain or lobe or
Mm-hmm.
anything. They just have a bunch of nerves. So they have evolved to go through life and suck nutrients out of the dirt the way they do without a brain. Everything they do is off of instinct into what that organism is. Like, it is not thinking for itself. It's not doing anything. When it detects pain, it's not like, holy fuck, I'm in pain, I'm going to do this. It's literally off of what it was designed to do by its genome. That being said, with all this industrialization, worms haven't been able to adapt to concrete everywhere. So when you're walking down the road and you're like, I'm a worm, I'm chilling, I'm in the dirt, I've got my nutrients, bro, it's raining, I found this little patch of water with nutrients.
Yeah, I'm a chill in that.
Five hearts in that bitch, you cut them, and they go both ways and still survive. It's an amazing organism, but still, you're walking down the road, and it's like 3 inches from the grass, you see a worm, and it's dried
Always.
up. And you're like, dude,
Always.
that shit is so moist over there. What about your evolution has taught you to come over here and dry up in the concrete? Nothing. You were failed by your evolution.
Are you saying that this disproves evolution and you are now a God-fearing Christian?
I'm not saying it disproves evolution. I'm just saying they weren't. They didn't get it good. They're literally stupid. So worms have everything. Okay, from a scientific basis, they have everything they need, and the organism didn't evolve to not know that if I go in this concrete, it hurts and I'm going to dry up and die. No brain, no anything. They just work how they work.
Yeah.
From like a basic perspective of
I
how
think
they're
in order
stupid,
to
still you have
evolve,
everything.
you
Why'd
have to
come
have a
over here?
brain. I think in order to
You don't-
evolve, you have to have a
You don't
brain.
have to have a brain. You don't have to have a brain because still, if worms didn't have a brain and they get this one gene that's in their system that says we're gonna pick up pain whenever we touch concrete, those ones are gonna live, and that doesn't require a brain.
True.
Well, I mean,
True.
maybe it does to detect pain.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like because there's like this white moth that was really common before the Industrial Revolution, but because of all the soot that would cover everything, the white moth would stand out like a sore thumb against the white, like white on black, because everything was black. The white moth would stand on the black soot and be the first one eaten. And now we only see gray and black moths because all the white have been phased out. You know? I think a moth has a brain.
White, red, red, green, yellow. This is a good segue, Matt. I want to talk about something else right after this break, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking a break, and Matt's going to do the ad break right
No,
here.
you're going to do the ad break tonight, baby.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for listening to the AfroMattt podcast. Me and Matt put effort into it. Mostly me. I do the editing. I do everything else. Matt's basically a useless piece of trash in the background. I mean, he's even lucky that I'm here. But yeah, like, subscribe. I mean, we don't care about likes. You can dislike it for all I care. Download, share with a friend. Sharing with a friend is like the most important thing to us. We care about sharing with a friend. That is the driving thing of the podcast. You share it with a friend. That friend shares it with 2 friends. Those friends share it with 10 friends. And then suddenly we're rich and we don't care about you anymore. So that's it. Oh, and thanks, Tabasco, for sponsoring this. I'm super happy that we got the Tabasco sponsor. It's super cool. Your hot sauce is super cool. It's like Frank's, except it's not. You got that vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else. If you guys want, go to tabasco.com/matt for a discount code on 3 months delivered hot sauce. That is tabasco.com/matt for free hot sauce. This podcast is sponsored by Tabasco. If you love it, you'll really love it. Tabasco.
Do you want a rock hard
Alright, I have
dick?
to go pee. Are you over 70 and have erectile dysfunction, and for some reason you're
Blue
still trying to
Chew.
fuck?
Blue Chew can help you maintain and sustain a hard cock. Are you getting flaccid in the
Tabasco?
bedroom? What?
Tabasco's gonna leave it. Can you believe we got that Tabasco sponsorship?
I mean, Tabasco's. I mean, look, listen. Say what you will about Tabasco, but if you want to last longer in bed, take Tabasco, put it on your finger,
Say what you will.
right up
Listen,
the ass. A little bit up
There's
the
a
ass will
times I've
keep you
used-
hard for so long.
I've used our sponsor's product. You are at a DUI. You're drunk. You're thinking,
Mm-hmm.
holy fuck, the cop's about to come to my window. You throw your little beer bottle under your jacket so he can't see you're drunk, and you just chug a bottle of Tabasco. It clears your shit out, and it sobers you up immediately.
You heard this straight
Tabasco
from
for
the
drunk people.
AfroMattt podcast. Drink and drive.
Drink and drive, but keep that handy Tabasco by your side.
Okay, Nick, go to the bathroom.
Drink and drive, but Tabasco will keep you on your jive.
This is the AfroMattt podcast. We fully support drinking and driving.
We fully support drinking and driving in Tabasco sauce. The
As
sad
long
thing is, the guy that invented Tabasco died thinking he did nothing in his life.
Really? You know, every
I
bottle
wish
of Tabasco is aged for 7 years. Every
I wish
bottle.
I could go back in time and tell him, you know what? The guy that made Sonny, whatever, McElhenney, he has
Mm-hmm.
the same last name as the guy that made Tabasco. Did you know that?
Really? Dude, what if you went back in time and just like put a dash of Tabasco on something and you're like, dude, this is ass.
Dude, but like his kids say that they just wanted something for their dad to be remembered for because his dad had severe depression. He thought, I did nothing
Really?
with my life. And this guy died thinking he did nothing when he created one of the most iconic sauces at Tabasco at tabasco.com/matt. It's just crazy.
I'm
And
going
basically
to
they
buy that
profit off of it
URL
they
and
do
it's just
whatever.
going to send you to my podcast.
But we're just talking to the marketing manager, you know. We're not talking to the kids. Fuck the kids. They should have got in on it sooner and told their dad his sauce was the shit. That's all it
Dude,
really
you
took.
know who else died? Dude, who was it who discovered America?
The Mayans, the Aztecs,
No,
or
the one who
Christopher
came
Columbus.
here. Christopher Columbus. On his deathbed, he died thinking he found India. That's why they called them Indians.
Isn't it crazy to think that when I was a little kid, my teachers were reading me books, and it was from the perspective of Mr. CC, and they were saying, we captured the natives and we made them our slaves with an exclamation point. My
Oh,
teacher
yeah.
would read it, and we're like, yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah, like,
hell
I'm fucking
yeah.
slaves. And then you realize how terrible Spanish colonization actually fucking was.
Dude, it was terrible. They would like
I'm pretty sure we've talked about this like a shit ton of times on the podcast.
they had a
but,
torture method called like the bowl, where they would put you in a bowl, not a bowl, but a bowl with horns, like that kind of bowl, and they would just boil you in it.
Okay, Matt, I love the thought process you're on, but I know what you're talking about. It's called the Brazen Bowl, and it was a Greek torture method. It was not Native American.
Well,
You are getting very mixed up.
on the AfroMattt podcast, we don't give a fuck about
Listen, I know my torture-
about
but
facts.
So anyway, basically, the natives would literally put you in a literal bowl and burn you alive. I mean,
No. I'm talking about the Spanish to the Native Americans.
I mean, the Spanish. Yeah, the Spanish. put
no,
you
but
in
the
a
Spanish
bowl.
would indeed chop off limbs of like people and stuff.
They
for,
definitely
like,
cut off their hands, and they also definitely burned people alive because they thought.
But
it would
that's
send them
not
hell.
that's not to say that the Indian people did not scalp many people.
That is also not to say that. So yeah, the natives bought a bunch of GPUs as soon as they first come out in PS5.
Yeah, and they got a ton of 3070s, and now they're scalping, and you cannot get a single
not
one.
to say that the Spanish were just giving him what they fucking deserve for scalping my goddamn PS5. Dude, when I had all my money, I wanted a PS5 so bad. Fuck the Mayans, fuck the Aztecs. What's crazy to think about is all these natives and all of our friendly Mexicans that we know from where we
Mm-hmm.
live, and Hispanic people, El Salvador, any of the like.
Those are the OG
Right, but we-
Americans.
Those are the OG Americans, and they only speak Spanish because they were fucking colonized.
Colonized by the brutal Spanish.
Is that not crazy to think?
Yeah.
Otherwise, they would all be speaking Native American languages.
That's
and there
crazy.
were so many of them, and all the people that
And that's
are
why they're all
literally native to
Catholic,
there
too.
that
That's why-
communicate with us.
that's
Yes,
why
it's why they're all crazy
That's why
Catholic.
Mexicans Catholic, yeah. Because they brought it from Spain.
It's just crazy to think about. We don't have more Native American in our community, like language and all that, when almost like 90% of the people we talk to are of Native American descent
I
in
know.
our community where we live.
Yeah. Like Inca, Mayan, that kind of Native American.
Just everywhere.
Well, there's
Everywhere
different
was
kind of Native
colonized.
Americans, right? There's like
But all that, like, you just got to think about this. If you research into it, Mexico and all of them are so much percent
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
Native American, and we're just colonized.
mm-hmm.
It is crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
I was gonna take a break. I had to pee.
Yeah, go pee. You can go pee.
All right, I'm gonna leave
Alright.
you guys with this.
All right, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Yeah, go pee. Let's go pee. Pee break.
No, we have to make a bit before we leave. Hey,
Okay.
Matt,
Yeah.
you want to go meet me at the Taco Bell and get a smoothie and have sex?
No.
All right, we'll be right back. And we're back. So,
What were we talking about?
worms. You go fishing, nice country fishing. You catch
You're
a
telling me
bass,
how
fish a-
retarded worms are.
Yes. You're throwing a worm on a bass or on
Mm-hmm.
a hook, and you catch a trout, a bass, whatever. The
Mhm.
worm is the best. Ask Hank Hill. He says it himself, and then he uses crack to catch fish. But anyway, you got the fish. You feel bad. You kind of caught it in the lip and the eyeball, so you're gonna rip it out and throw it back in the water because it's catch and release, and you like torturing fish instead of actually just catching them and cooking them. You go fishing as a hobby to just give them terrible open wounds and throw them back, right?
Mm-hmm. Salt water helps
Rip
with
it out.
the wounds.
You've got it all over your clothes. The worm is all the way like stuffed on the hook, all the way up. I don't feel
Mhm.
bad for worms because they don't have brains, but they're bleeding.
Yeah, they do bleed.
And that color, you see it, and it gives you anger and
It's like
hatred.
purple.
It is red.
It's like a
So
deep red.
what-
Yeah.
what I wanted to talk about next.
Mm-hmm. Worms?
I keep talking about my things, Matt. If you want to talk about your things, you go ahead, and you segue from what I'm talking about. But I want
Okay.
to talk about a couple things. So we all know when Matt was a kid, he liked to eat Play-Doh. But I have a point I'm getting to. When you're a kid in our elementary schools, at least.
Okay,
they
wait.
have
Let
this
me
thing-
let me open up this to the audience real quick, guys. If you can imagine, I was on the phone with Nick earlier. If you could imagine what Play-Doh tastes like, then you have 100% eaten it. Because Nick said he doesn't know he can't even think about what Play-Doh
So your
tastes
basis
like.
is me versus you, though.
And I said with 100% certainty, no, it's super salty. And Play-Doh is indeed super salty. But I used that as
I said
evidence.
I thought it would be sweet. I think Play-Doh would be sweet tasting.
Yeah, but that just goes to show that I have eaten Play-Doh and he has not.
Okay, listeners, anybody, the
Logic.
Play-Doh you keep by your phone when you're listening, go ahead and taste it and see who's right. Is it
No,
sweet or
just
is it
as
salty?
just as a thought. No, I know it's salty. That's what I'm saying.
So
is
you
that
like
I
it.
know it's salty. No, I know it's salty. But the fact that I know it's salty means I must have eaten it before in my life.
Well, here's the thing.
Because I
when you
used to
play with
deny that I
something-
was ate Play-Doh, but I think I did now.
Sometimes when you play with something and you feel it in your hands and you smell it, you can kind of imagine what it tastes like. When you taste something, you're like, that tastes like dog
true,
shit,
true.
literally. I have not eaten dog shit. No, I have not drank cat piss, but that sweet tea tastes like cat piss. If I drank cat piss because I've had the aroma, I know what it's like in my mouth.
True.
There is an argument there. This is all alleged. We don't have confirmed evidence of Matt eating fucking Play-Doh. It's just witness testimonies and a long case. Okay, anyway, you're in elementary. You've got these green, yellow, and red cards that reflect your behavior for the day.
Mm-hmm. The classic.
There's all the kids, and it has your name on it. If you're a little bit bad, you have to go to take your green card, and they're set up green, yellow, red. So you put your green card in the back, and that'll show yellow. So you had to put it in a planner, and it would say yellow, and you had to have your parents sign it saying, and they'd be like, "Oh, why'd you get a yellow that day?" and some kids would get put to red. Now, what I wanted to talk about was, I had this friend, and I remember this kid having a breakdown because he had to put his thing to red. But there were some specific kids.
A breakdown at
that would,
yes,
yes,
9
he would
years
put to
old.
red, and he just sat there crying, and the teacher was like, red, red, turn it to red, and he's sitting there fucking crying like, I don't want to do it. Like, what's my dad gonna think? All this stuff, and she's like, red, you talk
Holy
during
shit.
nap time. But anyway, I remember being at recess with
Someone's nap got interrupted. Hers.
my troublemaker best friend when I was in elementary. We were something.
Yeah.
But I specifically remember talking to him about we were gonna hang out with a kid, and he asked like, "Hey, why don't we get this kid to play our game?" And I think we're just playing a game of freeze tag.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "No, we don't." And he's like, "What's up? What's wrong? Why don't you want to like go ask that kid if he wants to play with us?" And he was all alone doing some weird autistic shit. And I was like, "Well, I don't know if you remember, maybe you were absent or something, but a week and 2 days ago, that guy had a red card. That kid might as well go ahead and grab the crack pipe right now, start
Holy
smoking
moly.
it, and have a low income the rest of his life of crime." It was that big of a deal. You're like, that kid got a red card. I'm not associating with him. I am not doing anything with him. Hey, why don't we have our game? Well, did you see he got, I think 2 months ago, he had a red card as well. It's just this sickening pattern of distastefulness.
I'm not associating
racism,
with the red cards.
everything. He got, yeah, for real. He got a red card. I don't want him in my life. I don't want to be a part of him. This is something to be brought up to teachers because this is systemic red cardism.
Dude.
This is systemic red cardism because anybody, still to this day, because it was in my childhood development, anybody that I remember that got red cards in elementary, I do not want to talk to. 'Cause I just
Really?
feel like if I knew their life now, why would I hang out with them? These kids were in elementary
Wow.
and couldn't even be quiet when the teacher was talking. You're just screaming. That's something ingrained in you when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Your
Dude,
parents didn't help develop you enough to not get red cards. Like, yellow was bad enough for me. I got yellow maybe 2 times in my life, and it ruined my day. When I got yellow, I was like,
what
quiet.
grade did they stop doing the red, yellow, green?
I think it was 4th or 5th.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense because I never had any cards because I was homeschooled until 4th grade. I dodged.
You
Well,
you didn't see this system?
well, okay, listen. Okay, this is complicated. I haven't really told this on the podcast before, but so my crazy parents, they're probably listening, to be honest. They were like, I don't know why, but maybe because it was easier, but my mom homeschooled me till I was like in
Why
from
is
like
that?
from like
Was it because
maybe
you were volatile around
so
other
maybe
children?
so maybe first to second grade I
Good
was
call, Lady Talia.
so first and
This
second
kid's
grade
wild.
yeah, first and second grade I was in a private like Christian school, right? Where we learned like Bible shit. And then
Did you
second
learn how to count?
second and third grade we learned, my mom homeschooled us and taught us Latin for some reason. I don't know why.
Crazy mommies.
Latin. Imagine me speaking Latin right now.
Okay,
Asu
but-
hasare
but-
sare.
When you get possessed and you start speaking Latin or Hebrew,
I'll have an
you believe that
excuse.
could come out of nowhere.
I'll have an excuse. I mean,
Yeah, I
I
got
did
taught it.
I did indeed learn it. So if there's some like magic voodoo someone does on me and it like unlocks that part of my brain, I could just start speaking Latin. Like I could probably count to I probably know more Latin deep down in my brain than Spanish. And I know no Spanish. I know hola.
You took 2 years of Spanish with me. You know some. You're just lying.
No, Nick. When I tell you I don't remember anything from Spanish class, I don't. The only thing I remember is doing like shenanigans and watching cake farts.
That was in Spanish.
That was in Spanish. That was fun.
You know what I like the most? Cake farts.
But so yeah, in my fourth grade class, there was this kid named Brian. This kid named Brian. We were reading The Hatchet, the book called The Hatchet, about the kid who gets stuck on an island or whatever. And my fourth grade teacher used to call him Brian with no brain, because it's like
Oh,
the
that's fucked.
IA
That's
and this
fucked.
yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's
and,
good.
and
That's
he would
good.
and then he would make them go sit in the satellite chair, which is a chair separated from all the students.
Oh, it's
And-
orbiting the other students.
Yeah, and he's like,
Brilliant.
go sit in the satellite facing the wall. And I felt so bad for Brian. Everyone made fun of Brian, and Brian right now probably does crack.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not
I
kidding.
completely. Okay, I wanna.
And I saw that 4th grade teacher playing bowling, and he still has, like, what are those called? Frosted tips. He was a DJ, and he would flex his DJing skills on us in classroom, and the only song he would ever play is Owl City's what is that song? I cannot
Fireflies.
believe my eyes. The Fireflies. He would only play that, and he's like, yeah, I'm a DJ on the side. And he had frosted tips. And that's the only thing I remember.
I had this.
And in 4th grade, I remember drawing a picture of Obama and saying the swine flu is fake. I'm not
I was
kidding.
the first in line to get that vaccine. I'm not even kidding. Swine flu. I remember my sister crying because she realized why we were there and we were getting shots.
My dad was like fully anti swine flu shit. My dad's been kind of my dad for a while.
Look at this stack.
Bro, you bred it out. Okay, wait. Can we get some of these topics?
No, I have one more I need to talk about.
Okay, you have one
I
more
know
topic.
you think you're the focus, but
No,
I mean,
I'm
you
not.
have
I'm
me
not saying I'm
every
the
side host.
focus. I'm saying that.
So we can talk about what I want to talk about for just like half a fucking minute because you think you're the center of the fucking world,
All right.
AfroMattt. Here's the last thing. Do you remember seeing advertisements for Floam on TV when you were a kid and thinking, "Holy fuck, I need that now"?
Floam.
It was this styrofoam-based thing that was kind of like Play-Doh, and you could shape it any way you want. It was called Floam, and people were decorating shit with it. It was basically little beads of styrofoam connected by some gooey substance.
Yes, I know that. It's like
Okay.
the shit that they make now, the slime
So,
stuff where they put the
I
beads
go to
in
the
it.
book fair the year prior, and I got this
The
pop-up
book fair.
Yeah. It was this pop-up book, scholastic as fuck. I find this monster shit. There's hot fucking monsters in it, hot bitches, scary bitches. When you're a kid, this shit all hits so good. Like, you open it up, and it's a pop-up book. Every time you open it, and it had little tabs that you can adjust to.
Listen-
There's a scary monster. He pops up. He's like, "Rawr!"
Can I hop
And you're
in
like,
here?
Holy fuck. This is epic. I don't want to forget what I'm talking about.
Okay,
So
wait.
please add it. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, at the Scholastic Book Fair one time, I bought a book on how to draw like comic book characters, and there was pages for like Superman, Batman, and then there was like Poison Ivy and like some like sexy
Oh, from
ones.
Batman. At the book fair?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And so one time I busted that out on the bus, and my friend, he's like, "Yo, dude, let me see that," and he started motorboating the page.
That's pretty good.
Carry on.
Okay.
And
So I had this thing.
It was pretty
Okay, don't tell me to carry on. If you want to go on.
No, I'm
good.
sorry.
Like,
Sorry.
Poison Ivy.
He licked my pages. He licked my pages.
Okay.
He licked them.
She mad with it.
He licked them. He licked my pages.
New Logan Paul versus Biden announces all ... Matt, what are
What?
these suggestions? Does this have anything to do with what we're talking about?
What'd you
Do have
say?
Joe Biden or Logan Paul? Joe Biden or Logan Paul? This
What are you talking about?
podcast? Okay, fuck it. No, don't go on. Don't go on.
Oh, okay. I
I'm
thought you were
just
talking about
saying-
yourself.
If you're listening and you're not watching, I thought this stuff because me and Matt are on a frequency. So I had this monster pop-up book. There's scary monsters. At the end of it, I think everyone dies. Like, it's a scary story. There's monsters and they consume everyone. And as a little kid,
Shout out
as a
Miss
little-
Truegg.
Shout out Miss Pablo was my teacher at the time. This was kindergarten, or Miss.
No,
Trevette,
I'm talking about
kindergarten or
middle
first grade.
school. We had the same
Well,
middle
I'm
school
talking
teacher.
about first grade because I had a monster pop-up book.
Okay. I don't
Anywho.
think I gained consciousness till 4th grade. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't think I still have consciousness. I feel like I'm on autopilot every day. It's
No,
really
but you remember
sad.
way more than me.
Okay, but there's a point I'm trying to get to.
Yep.
Floam, whatever the fuck. I had this cool ass book.
Floam,
Me and my
pop-up
sister
book.
Finally decided on the TV, like, hey, do you remember when it was like, all right, call blah 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 blah
Yep.
blah to order now? before you could just go online, you had to get that phone number in that instant, or your dad would be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
888
You had to call to order
555.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I wrote this number down, and I came to my dad. I'm like, "Let's order Floam, bruh." And so we ordered Floam. A couple weeks go by. We actually received the Floam, styrofoam-based decorative thing for children.
Mm-hmm.
And I put it all over the front of my massive book. Like, it's like a 2-foot tall book. It's a pretty good book.
Yeah.
And it's a monster pop-up book. And I decorate it with my sister. It's super cool, and it's styrofoam. So I go to I bring it to show and tell. My teacher says, "Hey, we're having a show and tell day. Some kids are bringing hamsters and crazy shit." I'm like, "How do you trust an elementary grader with this kind of stuff?"
Yeah.
But I bring it. There's this chick that doesn't go to recess because she's in trouble.
Ooh, bad
and
girl.
I come back.
Bad bitch.
And my book doesn't have any Floam on it. When I had decorated it with my sister. That's true. I was talking to the teacher. I said, "Hey, there's no Floam on this. I know you remember me presenting this with Floam on it. That was my biggest selling point. Look at this. It's Floam. It's cool. You guys can't have it. You'll never be me. This is the coolest shit you will ever see in your miserable lives."
It's
I have
Floamless.
decorated my monster book with Floams. It's completely Floamless. And the teacher looks at this girl named whatever.
What was her
who's
name?
Known for chewing on stuff.
Chewing. She ate your Floam.
It was Summer. Her name was
She
Summer.
ate your Floam.
And she was chewing on it. And the thing is all of it was gone, and there was no remains. There was no remains of Floam. It's not like she had chewed it and spit it out like every other fucking thing she did. She had eaten my Floam. She had put it in her digestive system. So the thing is I don't remember what happened that day, but I feel like it had to be the teacher saying, "Oh my God, I just realized this is the kid that always puts stuff in her mouth. She ate your," it was a big thing. Like, it had to be like 30 cubic inches of Floam. I am not even kidding.
Dude.
And she ate the entire thing. The crazy thing is, like the teacher has to be like, "Holy fuck, okay, I'm sorry," and she told me, but I never got compensated for it because I'm a kid. This kid ate my entire Floam. She probably had to go get her stomach pumped. The
Dude,
teacher was making calls and shit after that.
Dude, you know that teacher tells that story to her coworkers that day.
Yeah.
She's like, "I just had a student eat literally
she's like,
a
"Dude,
book's worth of
I went to go
Floam."
take a piss break, and I came back, and this kid's entire Floam was gone off his book.
They're
And
like,
it
"What the?"
turns out
They're in the break
she
where they're
was
like, "What the
lunching.
fuck is Floam?"
They knew what Floam was. I'm sure other kids had it.
Dude.
It was the cool thing.
Dude. This
She
brings
ate
up
the
another
whole
question.
fucking thing.
That means Floam is good. If she doesn't usually ingest things when she eats them, that means Floam must taste good.
Yeah, I must have given her something. And here's the thing. Elmer's glue, they say is edible, right? Because they know it's all around kids. They're going to eat it. It's edible to a point where you notice your kid is eating it. But if you straight up drink a gallon of it like it's milk, like, what the fuck? That's what happened with my Floam.
Do you know who Shoe Nice
ate
is?
An obnoxious amount. No, I don't.
Oh, he does food challenges.
Did he drink Elmer's glue?
Yeah, he drinks everything. He eats everything as well. He ate he did one video he ate 3 sticks of deodorant. He's a disturbed individual.
Did he eat light bulbs? Is he one of those guys?
He's a freak is what he is. But they deleted his
Eat light
channel.
bulbs. Do you know if he ate light bulbs?
Probably. I mean, probably. Okay. All right, let's get to some of these things. Let's see.
We're only an hour and a half in. This is a good one.
Let's see. It would be really crazy if we just didn't talk about Derek Chauvin being found guilty.
It'd be crazy if we had a lighthearted one.
If we just didn't even acknowledge it.
Before we go into Derek Chauvin.
Well, I'm not going to go into it. I'm just saying.
Everything is satire. What's up with the ear?
I saw this on Twitter.
Okay.
Someone said that the ears don't look alike. Let me pull this up.
Oh my God, Matt.
Okay.
You better give me something significant.
Okay, here it is.
Dude, his hair's grown out. The other one's like blurry.
Here it is. They're saying that because someone posted this on someone
This is
posted this on
black. I
Twitter.
don't see this. This is black.
This is black. Can you see
Oh,
it?
no, I see it.
Someone posted this
Yeah.
on Twitter the other day and said,
Oh my
"Y'all,"
god.
they said, "Y'all, they're playing games with us." And they said, and some of the comments were, "They got the wrong guy. They're imprisoning a fake," and it kind of blew up on Twitter. And it's just some people. I mean, everyone has
look at-
conspiracy theorists left
You
and
see
right.
the nose? You see the curve of the nose? That's the same.
And people were saying in the comments, they're like, "Oh, this is why he looked so different at the trial."
Okay, audio listeners, what we're looking at is a linear view of his ear compared to his
Yeah.
eye line. And on the mug shot, the ear is way lower than the eye, and on the police pictures, it is way like in line with the eye.
That could be the way his head's tilted, but I don't know.
It looks straight on to me both ways.
He does look like he's staring at himself.
No, look, Matt.
And
put your
if you look
put
at
your
the
head level, Matt, put your head level right now.
mm-hmm.
Okay, now look up a little bit. Now think about what your ears are doing when you make that small movement.
Yeah,
It could definitely go down.
true. But that also doesn't explain why his ear in the other one is pointed. You see it has a point
Oh, on the top right.
on the
he
top
looks like
right
an
one.
elf. But the bottom left doesn't look pointed. Maybe it's only one ear.
I don't know. I like conspiracy theories, so I like throwing this out here.
I love this too.
I did one of these when Jeffrey
Are we even
Epstein
talking
died.
about any of this? You said we might cut it.
I did one of these when Jeffrey Epstein died because they wheeled out Jeffrey Epstein and then like the body had like a different ear. And then I did one for Joe Biden.
Look,
He has a different
but
ear.
if
His
you look-
ears
if
are
you look in
connected
the-
and unconnected.
Here's another thing. If you look in the
just fun.
mugshots, now you're talking about where his ear is placed compared to his eye line and the triangulation of his like nose, eyes.
Mhm.
Look how
Even his
embedded
brow.
ear looks into his head. Look how embedded his ear looks into his head versus the pictures when he's actually on the job. Like,
And his hairline. Look where his hairline stops at the first one. Are you
I
saying he
could
got a
contribute-
better?
I would contribute that to. No, it does
No,
look a little more back on the cop pictures.
Yeah. So are you saying he got a better hairline while in prison?
How come the man getting incarcerated has a better hairline than the homie that killed George Floyd?
So some people were stating, guys, once again, podcast, this is conspiracy theory realm. I dove on Twitter.
Conspiracy theory, satire.
Some people
It's
were
not
saying that
serious,
he was
Joe.
killed while in prison and they had to replace him with a body double so that his body double could be set on trial so that they could receive justice, you know? Because if no one got tried or if he died in prison, if that got out, it would cause mass chaos. You know? I got this. I don't know what Twitter this was from, but I saw it. First, I saw it on TikTok from a
Wait. Look at the.
an
Whoa.
African American woman on TikTok. She said, "Y'all, they're playing games with us." And then I followed that. I took that link, followed it there, and then that Twitter, whatever. So it's definitely interesting. And I love a good juicy conspiracy theory.
I
All
mean,
right, next
fuck
up.
him. Fuck him.
Who? Derek Chauvin?
Derek Chauvin.
I mean, yeah, he's definitely going to get
He's
raped
gone, and
big
that's
time
an
in
example
prison.
for everybody else. Like, I understand, and what I was arguing was the argument between like him and the crazy mob that wants him dead. Which the trial was, everybody on trial was actually public. They knew who the people were, and I think that might have played something in his trial. And I think he might not have got that many convictions, but enough convictions to where if he got out, he was on the verge of death.
I think he got 40, 45 years, something like that.
Yeah, which, let's be honest, for anybody else, was it, a life sentence? I don't know how that happened, how he got 45 years for murder, and manslaughter.
Yeah, I actually don't know. Let me read
But
this.
They defined second and third degree murder in ways, like the court defined second and third degree murder in ways that were like, yes, George Chauvin did this without a reasonable doubt.
George Chauvin. You just combined both their names.
George. Okay, but I'm a little drunk. Fuck, Matt, you distracted me. He did these things. But off of your perspective, when you're watching the videos that everyone captures from the sidelines, and then you're watching the body cams, you can say, yes, this guy did this. And this is a wake-up call to cops to think. And it's even more stress on the police. Not arguing for the police, not arguing in the case of George Floyd. I'm completely neutral. I'm trying to be unbiased here. That they are way more limited in what they can do based off of the way that they defined in this particular case. Because if you look it up, it's not the definition they gave in the case of second and third degree murder that the judge gave that they had to agree to. It's scary, the kind of things that can put you on trial for second, third degree murder and manslaughter. Manslaughter, you don't realize you're driving drunk and you kill someone, that could be manslaughter or murder.
Yeah.
If you kill anyone in a drunk driving accident, you could go away for life. That's what happened to this guy.
Well, he wasn't drunk.
Well, he wasn't drunk driving.
He
but
knew
you
what
know
he was
I'm
doing.
saying. They took the
And they both
technicalities of
and
it
he
and
knew
got
him
for it.
before.
And that
And they had
is
prior
like-
beef. They had prior beef.
But here's the thing, is that opens up people to think they can go against police, and LeBron James to post something about you're next to the guy that shot Makia whatever.
Okay,
Because she was
let's
literally lunging at someone.
Okay, let's go back. And we're back. I don't know if any of that's going to be on there. I just
You'll
don't
decide.
I'll decide in post, yeah.
Anyway,
I just don't know.
Matt,
Ghislaine
I have something to
Maxwell
say real
has
quick.
pled not
Matt.
guilty. What?
Matt.
Mm-hmm.
And we're back.
And we're back. Ghislaine Maxwell, death soon to come? Question mark? She has pled
Oh, yeah.
not guilty, which means that she gets to spend more time
Which means
in
that she's
prison.
gonna die. She's gonna
She
die.
gets to spend more time in prison, which means
I
that
swear
she
to
gets
God,
more
we said,
chances.
I swear to God, we said 2 months ago we gave it like a month, and here she is still alive.
Yeah. Oh, true. We did miss our mark. Listen, by the end of this trial, someone's going to get her. She's going to get got. She has to get got.
She's gonna kill herself.
Yeah, she's going to kill herself just like Jeffrey Epstein killed himself.
When the fucking cameras go
The
off
cameras will
and
go off. The
guards are gonna go to sleep.
Dude, how funny would it be if she just like she showed honestly, I don't even know if she's alive right now because the only pictures we have of her are sketches of her in court.
Is Ghislaine Maxwell the Asian woman?
No, she's this girl on the right.
She looks Asian.
She kind of looks Asian, you're right.
Dude, that does not look like Ghislaine Maxwell.
Epstein is the worst kind of virus. That's a good sign. Okay. Anyways, I like how only 2 people
She's
showed
dead.
up for
Wait,
this.
can we place
Yeah, she's
over and
done.
under bets and take this seriously?
Okay, over under
Matt?
bets. No, I have a bad gambling addiction, and I will
$10,
100%
$10.
take you up on this. Over what's the
$10,
over or under? What's the over or under?
Okay.
Over
$10. Whoever wins makes 20.
I know. What's the over or under though?
Over or under 3 months, she's dead.
Oh.
She has her life taken from her.
Well, I think the under should pay more.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's $20, bro. It's just me and you. We're homies. Who
I know, but
cares?
the under pays more. Cuz it's like that's like betting that someone gets knocked out in the first round. It's like a super risky bet, but it pays out more. Anyone can say that it'll be over 3 months.
Is it super risky? I mean, Logan Paul, Ben Askren, you see that? Is it risky? He got knocked out immediately.
I'll take the I want to go with the Safe bet and go over. Okay, can it be 4 months?
Over? I want to say under. 3.
You want to say under? That
I
seems.
think Ghislaine Maxwell is getting Clintoned in the next 3 months.
I'll take you on that.
Okay, under.
I'll take the
$10.
over.
I don't know if you could hear that. I'm literally counting it out. This is
Yeah,
your
you're counting
money I'm
out
putting
cash.
aside right now.
All right, all right. I'll just cash app you. I'll pay you in Bitcoin.
In ones. Yeah, if we do it, it's 20. So that's a $20 bet.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever loses, and we have. I actually want to make a date of this because this isn't for the podcast. This is literally me and Matt being retards.
No,
April,
no, 100%.
February, March, April, May, June, July. So if
July.
if she's not dead by July 24th.
Let's just say July 31st. My sister's birthday.
By the end of July.
Okay, by the end of July. If she's not dead by the end of July, you owe me.
If she's not dead by the end of July, I owe you that. Yeah.
Yeah,
If she
yeah.
dies before that, you owe
I'll
me
take that
20
bet.
bucks.
I'll take that bet.
And I'm taking it seriously, like.
And
It's
because
whatever.
you're
It's
taking the
$10 for each of us.
and
It's
because you're
funny.
taking the under and it's more
Or
risky
20.
to take the under, if she dies in 3 months, I'll give you 30 just because the under pays out more.
Okay. Whatever.
All
I
right.
don't know that applies to us, but
All right. Yeah,
bucks
I'll
is
stake you.
nothing. It's
I'll
just
stake you.
it's a funny little bet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fun. All right.
Death soon to come. Okay, well you had this whole thing, death soon to come, when we started talking about bets. Do you have a reason why you're saying her death is soon to come?
Well, just because
just
she's
started
going to
talking
get
about
Jeffrey
bets.
Epstein. She's going to get
Yeah, but
Epstein's
what's
bad.
going on with her to make her?
Oh, well, she's just going to get Epstein bad. Oh, 9/11. Nick, you want to bust out the guitar? This one's going to be fun.
Oh, is this the blues?
Yeah, let's do the blues bit on this one. Bust
Okay,
out the
let
blues
me-
bit.
Can I pee?
Yeah, we'll be back with the blues.
You could cut it and you don't even hear that I have to pee.
Mm-hmm.
Come back if you want to hear AfroMattt say, well, my daughter left me and my mama fucked me. Anywho. I can't believe I'm using my fucking camera, my phone camera as a webcam. It's 2021. I'm using my shitty phone computer. Matt, look at all this green.
Dude, go piss.
Wait, I have more green in my pocket. More green. What's on the front? A 5. What's behind it? A 20.
Shush.
What's behind it? That's where my ones go. I always sort it by biggest to least. And I'm going to put it in my drawer with the other things I have in there. Wait, are you ready to blues up?
Mm-hmm.
You can edit it, so... Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pee. I'll be right back. I'll give you some blues in a minute. Thank you for listening to the AfroMattt Show. Our second sponsor is El Yucateco Hot Sauce. You're probably thinking, this is crazy. Why do we have so many sponsors that are hot sauce? Well, Yucateco has so many different flavors and they are amazing. Are you making a burrito? You can throw it on there. Are you making eggs in the morning? You can throw it on there. Yucateco has so many different flavors.
It
and we can
does.
send you so many different gift bags. Maybe a keychain, maybe a bottle opener. Anything. El Yucateco Hot Sauce. When you want to fuck your dad, they are there.
My favorite use? Anal lubricant.
Of it, El Yucateco Hot Sauce. Matt, when I do anal, I like to think of black habanero Yucateco.
I like to think of extra, extra hot habanero El Yucateco hot sauce. Makes me hard as a rock. Makes me stay hard. I put a little up my ass and it keeps me solid. All right. Is that the ad read that they want? Do we read all that? Oh, use code stay hard during sex. Well, with anal during your dad having anal. And use El Yucateco / sex with my dad to get 15% off El Yucateco sauce. All right, Nick. Is that good?
El Yucateco. Get rid of the minus and clear your sinus.
All right.
El
Good.
Yucateco.
Oh,
Wait, Matt, wait.
I was getting it.
Cut this out.
I was feeling it.
More reverb,
Okay.
Less of the effects.
Oh.
Wait, don't get started. Can you still hear that?
Yeah.
I feel like I need to turn it up just a little. All right, that's good, right?
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Okay.
And we're back.
And we're back. This is a segment of the show where I play something and Matt sings it like it's blues.
That's a segment now.
Here we go.
We're doing the blues news. Oh yeah. Feeling it. Well, Biden announces all U.S. and NATO troops to leave Afghanistan by September 11th. U.S. President Joe Biden has declared it was time to end America's longest war, as he announced that nearly 10,000 U.S. troops and NATO troops would return home from Afghanistan and run up the 20th anniversary of 9/11.
I'm so drunk.
Wait, keep on going.
I'm going.
The only reason we were there was to get those Arabs oil. And we wanted to fuel our economy with endless war. Oh, I got those war-ending kind of blues. I got those blues when a war ends. 'Cause people going to war now are fighting in the same war that their grandpa fought in. It's been going on for 20 years. My entire lifetime. My entire fucking lifetime has been the Afghanistan war. And for what? Did we lose? I don't even know what the fuck happened. Why are we even... Did we win? What's happening? I'm ready to go to Afghanistan because it's perfect there. We cured it. It's no longer a third world country.
That's it. That's the intro to whatever Matt's doing.
That's it. That's everything.
I feel like that must have been good. I want to go back and listen to it, but I feel like that was Stevie Ray Vaughan, right?
That had to have been good. All right, let's see. What are we doing? Oh, I wanted you to post this because, I mean, how do you miss this bad? How do you miss this bad?
I Can Breathe?
The Las Vegas Raiders posted this on 420.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did. The Las Vegas Raiders posted I Can Breathe for 2021.
Wait, but what's the point?
I don't know. I literally don't know.
That's not true. Why
No,
would you hold
it
that
is.
out on me, bro?
No, it is. This is 100% true. And this is what some of the comments are. Wow, this is a huge miss. About to be a job opening on the Raiders social media department. Did Nancy Pelosi help you all write this? The admin needs to be fired. Who the fuck on your social media team greenlit this post? I mean, wow. I mean, wow.
Okay.
What a
beneficial to the company. Why would you have done that?
No, I just think that they were making a joke about like smoking, and they're like, "I can breathe" on 420, like smoking.
Like, don't
Because
sweat it. You're not having
LA,
a panic
no,
attack. You can breathe.
no, because it's Las Vegas or Las whatever. What is it? Las something. Is it the Las Vegas Raiders? What is it?
Los Santos.
Oh no, yeah, no, it's the Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah, dude, they were talking about weed. They were smoking weed. They're like, yeah, well, I can breathe in weed, but not bad. Not the time. Not the time to post
Bad
that.
time to post that.
Yeah, big miss.
I
well,
get the
I mean,
humor.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
well, right. Well, the only time to post that because they were making a 420 joke, I think. I don't know. Also, okay, Ben Shapiro's hardwood. This just struck home close to home because it's Home Depot. Let's watch it. Can you hear it?
Oh yeah, I saw him at Home Depot.
Here
Oh
we are
Matt,
at Home Depot.
yeah.
As you know, controversy has now involved Home Depot as people are encouraging people to boycott Home Depot because Home Depot is not getting involved in Georgia's voter law controversy. Home Depot is doing exactly the right thing because, after all, they are in fact Home Depot. They are not in fact in the business of politics because you should be buying from companies that are not falling to the woke left. Home Depot, so far, is one of those companies. So here's what we're doing. And I encourage you to do the same. We're going to go in there, I'm going to buy some stuff, and then I'm going to leave.
He's gonna buy some stuff. Go, 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 go.
All right, as you can see, I just went shopping at Home Depot. You should do the same. This wood.
He bought a single piece of wood.
You know what he needed that for, right?
And put it in a what?
I don't know. Are you following official Ben Shapiro on Instagram? So what he actually did with that was he made a sex slave closet where he can put his sex slave up on a wooden dildo base with the rubber outline. I guess he already had the rubber from somewhere else because he didn't post it on here.
I thought he was
But the
gonna build a
wood was
paddle.
the base in his sex slave.
I thought he was making a paddle out of it.
No, a
No?
lot of people thought that actually.
Damn.
But that's not what it was.
Well, I like how he just bought
Go
literally.
Ben Shapiro shopping
I'm
at
gonna
Home Depot.
I'm gonna
though.
say I've worked at Home Depot. I feel like I'm uniquely certified to talk about this because I've worked at Home Depot for about 2.5 years, and
What do you
I have
think? Okay,
I have
what do
never
people who
in
buy
my
that specific piece of wood want to do with it, Matt?
well, I'm saying I've never in my entire life of cashiering, which is like maybe 2 years, let's say, ever have I seen anyone put a piece of wood in a bag. Ever. It's like
Okay, well,
if
someone
I saw
did
you do that
to him, someone did that to him. Don't trash Shapiro for the piece of wood in the bag.
No,
That's
no,
not
no.
his fault.
No. It is his fault because I think he put it in the bag to make sure that people watching the video think he didn't steal it. Well, so on the job today, I went and I found this piece of wood. Well, I was at work. Wanted to just see how much it cost. A piece of poplar, $12.97. Oh no,
Jesus
$12.11. $12.11. Not bad, Shapiro. Yo, you're helping Home
Was
Depot.
that a
Thanks,
good
man.
investment?
No, I mean what is one piece of wood gonna do? He pretty much is boycotting Home Depot by just one
This
piece of wood.
magnificent piece of poplar is now mine.
Thanks, dude. Magnificent piece of poplar. I just thought that was a good meme. Oh, dude, Nick, you like Dream, right?
I love it.
This got leaked a while ago, and I wanted to show it to you because it's super cringe. So apparently this got leaked. It's from his new song
Dream's
called
new
Mask.
song?
It's called
He
Mask.
made a song. What the fuck?
It's literally just a leak of his song, though.
Okay, go ahead.
It's called Mask. And the other thing and dude, so many. Remember when I showed you that clip of literally corpse husband breathing and girls were simping so hard?
Mm-hmm.
So for a while, this was on TikTok, and everyone was using the soundbite of the leaked thing, and they're like, "Oh my god, the way he says mask," and they're like creaming emojis, you know. But let's just listen.
That's what the mask is. That's what the point of the mask is.
That's it. That's all that
That
leaked.
sounds like an actually decent, cool pop song.
That's what the point of the mask is. When you ask what the mask is.
Dream face reveal. What the fuck are you doing?
What do you mean, Dream? Dude, why would he reveal? Anytime anyone has a disguised face, it's because they're
Dude,
ugly. I
If
mean,
you
I hate
watch
to break
any
this
one
to
of
you.
his streams, every 5 seconds, it's a $20 donation. Literally.
Yeah, I mean, Dream is
crazy
just
how much money that guy
rolling
makes.
in it. It's like Tommy in it. In it? What is his name?
That was definitely his voice. What the mask is? I hadn't heard about that. That's crazy because I actually am more into that guy than you are.
Yeah, isn't that
You
crazy?
somehow got that piece of news.
Yeah.
I had
Yep.
nothing about it in my subs or my homepage on YouTube.
It's because he's trying to cover it up. I get to the nitty gritty.
Because when people realize he's ugly, they're gonna do it. That's why he released that song to say, "Hey, I'm ugly." It doesn't
That's
matter.
what the mask is. That's what the point of the mask is. I mean, if you write mask
Do you
is
think-
and
do you
mask
think we
is.
got eno- Do you think we got a good enough blues bit?
Oh yeah, that blues bit was solid. That was a good blues bit.
All right.
I mean, the dude rhymed mask is with mask is.
Well, that's does it not rhyme?
It's the
I'm a
same
Dream
words.
fanboy, so
That's what when you ask what the mask is. Let's play it again, just for you, Nick.
okay.
Failing all my classes.
That's what the mask is. That's what the point of the mask is.
That sounds like a good pop song. I'm not gonna lie. I would listen to that in the car.
It's catchy, but if I mean, the mask is. The mask is the mask is. At first, I thought it was about mask. I thought it was like making a pro mask video, and then I'm like, oh wait, he wears a smiling mask.
Yeah, he's just talking to you about not being brave enough to show his face.
That's what the point of the mask is. Dude, wait till he releases that. Lil Nas X hops on, and then you have who's
Lil Nas mask. He would make it about COVID and gay shit and the
Whoa.
devil, like he did with the other thing.
I love Lil Nas.
Dude, no, I'm not trashing. He's the best.
Oh, okay, good.
He is the coolest motherfucker I have seen in
Ooh,
this century.
okay. Nick, I've got a fun game for you. Oh wait, but
Is
first
it
let's talk
Lil
about
Nas is sexy.
No, it's
Not like
Zac
Matt
Efron, bro. Here's Zac
Sub-
Efron.
sub
So
of
Zac
the,
Efron is this is Zac Efron before, and he just got plastic surgery.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron. Let me show you. Let me show you the after photo.
Oh, his jawline is what was at stake.
Dude,
Okay.
isn't he freaky? Look, here's
He
another
got
picture of
plastic
him.
Surgery for that?
Look, here's another picture of him.
Why? He was so beautiful to begin with.
Dude,
He's
he
what so many people aspired to be. Like
he
was already
looks
beautiful
so
and he
weird.
Fucked up his face.
he looks like he has a swollen jaw.
He wanted a better jawline. Poor guy. He doesn't realize he's already on top. He's one of those guys that wants more and more once he's on top.
Yeah.
On top isn't enough. He wants more, so he made his face all retarded.
And he
California,
got
man.
yeah, he got California'd hard. All right, now let's play a game called I'm going to call Running the Gauntlet. Okay,
Is
Nick?
that real, Matt?
Yes, that is 100% real. It's popular on Twitter.
Like, you know he was already so sexy.
Yeah, I mean, he was a
And he
heartthrob
did
before.
that.
All right, let's close
Okay,
out
go
this
on.
stream with a game I call Running the Gauntlet, okay? All right, Running the Gauntlet, inspired by a TikTok I saw from the Family Mart podcast, the Mart Family podcast, whatever the fuck. I just want to give them credit, so I'm stealing. All right, Nick, this is Running the Gauntlet. I'm going to give you two choices, and you choose one of them, and we're going to see how long. We're just going to see whichever one wins is like the top tier, right?
I don't know what that means.
So it'll go like, so I'll give you two choices, and you'll say one, and then I'll give you that one against another one, and then you'll have to choose one of those, and then winner stays.
Wait, whichever is the top tier.
Yeah. Okay. So listen. Well, okay.
Wait, what does top tier mean for your boomer audience?
Top tier, best of the best. You'll find out in a second. All right. Are you ready? We're
ahead.
doing OnlyFans that like top tier OnlyFans, right? If they had an OnlyFans,
Like, I'm gonna nut.
yes. Now, how likely
Okay.
you are to instantly purchase this, okay? Ariana Grande versus Kylie Jenner. Grande versus Jennifer Aniston.
Grande.
Ariana Grande versus Jennifer Lawrence.
Grande.
Ariana Grande versus Billie Eilish's OnlyFans.
Billy.
Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish versus Selena Gomez.
Selena. Easy.
Selena Gomez versus Rihanna OnlyFans.
Selena.
Selena Gomez versus Donald Trump's OnlyFans.
Selena.
Selena Gomez wins. That is what's called running the gauntlet. I can agree with most of that. I would have said, okay, so let's see. Ariana versus Kylie Jenner. Ariana versus Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer
Is that
Aniston.
your only gauntlet?
Yeah.
You have to have more.
No, I'm just gonna do one
Whoever
gauntlet.
you stole that from, beg them for rights, because that is such a good bit. I love that.
I'm gonna only do one an episode. It's gonna be how I close.
Okay.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. This has been the AfroMattt show. Oh, wait, we did.
Wait, shut the fuck up. We're not done yet. One, we didn't do TikToks.
We didn't do
Two,
TikToks.
We did not talk about what the fuck happened right there.
What?
We gotta go through. What'd you give me? Ariana Grande versus Selena Gomez. Kylie Jenner. I don't even know who that is. Donald Trump. Was I supposed to, like, why does Donald Trump have an OnlyFans?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Wouldn't you be curious and want to purchase it?
I would, but Selena Gomez, when I was watching Wizards of Waverly Place when I was a kid,
I know.
I wanted to pound it hard.
Oh yeah, I feel. Okay, let's see. Ariana Grande versus Kylie Jenner. That's easy. Ariana Grande, she's hot, and I think she's like, more famous and rich. All right. And then Ariana Grande wins and then goes to the next round versus Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston's got MILF vibes. Her in what's that movie where she's like a stripper?
Lawrence, Hunger Games. Is that what you're talking about?
No, Jennifer Aniston.
She's not a stripper, but she is a whore in Horrible Bosses.
Yes,
That's what you're talking about. She wants to fuck Charlie Day.
Oh my god, dude, yes. Dude, she was so good in that movie. Jennifer Aniston's OnlyFans. Fuck, she might run the gauntlet for me. She might literally run the gauntlet for me.
It's Selena Gomez for me.
I mean, Billie Eilish could run the gauntlet as well.
Did you see all the leaked things of her slapping her titty and saying, "Huh, sup G" or something like that?
I did not see that. Is she even? How
slapped her
old is
titty.
she?
Matt.
Age check.
Matt. Billie Eilish slapped her titty when she was over 18. And said, "Oh, she slapped her tit and said, 'I like you cut, G.'"
Did she get Did she get a boob reduction? Is that why she was saying that?
No, I don't think so. She literally smacked it.
Oh damn. Damn, dude. Jennifer Aniston might. No, I'm talking everything super explicit on all of these OnlyFans. Explicit. I'm talking. Just run with your imagination, and your imagination is for all these, okay? Ariana Grande versus Kylie Jenner. Ariana Grande. Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston wins.
It's between Selena Gomez and Rihanna for me.
Really?
I put Donald Trump in there. That's a good one. But
well, I wanted to put it in just because, I mean, Donald Trump. I might pay $20 just to see what's going on in that OnlyFans. I mean, just imagine Donald Trump just J and his D, just like spread eagle, just spread eagle. I mean, is that not America enough for you? Our ex-president is just J and his D all over his webcam for OnlyFans.
Wait, the funny thing is he's been canceled enough that Donald Trump just kind of.
That's the only platform he hasn't been banned from.
A fucker. Yeah, I was gonna say, for real, Donald Trump could open an OnlyFans and no one would think a second thing about it because he's been canceled so hard. Imagine literally being the president of the United States. Twitter, Instagram, anything, you're like, oh, can't post, been banned.
Yeah. I mean,
let's go to OnlyFans.
Imagine
being the president of the goddamn country and you can't post on any of your platforms.
If he made an OnlyFans, I think he would instantly beat whoever.
Even if his OnlyFans was like, fuck Obama.
The only
Fuck Joe Biden.
Dude, the only hard part about that is how do you promote he's opening an OnlyFans, you know?
He could be honest. He could say, "This is the only platform that accepts me."
I know, but how does he tell
I
people
would
that?
have bought a Donald Trump OnlyFans.
Okay,
for sure.
okay. That's what I'm saying. You would
Not
have bought a
expecting
dollar.
sexual content.
Would you rather buy a Selena Gomez one though?
Yes, 100%. I think she's hot.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's the gauntlet.
Selena Gomez.
That's
a lot
the-
of people say she has lupus and she's not cute anymore.
What is a lupus?
I watched Wizards of Waverly Place. It's like some autoimmune or whatever. I don't know. She's hot. She's still my queen.
Yeah, she's hot as fuck. Have you seen her in like that
Selena Gomez,
Taki
if you
Taki
listen to
song?
This, listen.
Dude,
I have a lot of potential capital going up. I'm a good boyfriend. You should listen to me. Taki Taki. Taki Taki.
Careful when you come through my way. My body already know how to play. But work it, keep it tight every day. And I know you need a taste. Now, ooh, I'm falling in love. Give a little ooh, get it well done. Dancing on my ooh, make a girl wanna run. We keep moving till the sun come up. Porque I am the party. It's a fiesta. Blow out your candles and have a siesta. They can try, but don't know what can stop me. What my talkie wants, get my talkie gets on. Dáleme como si fuera la última vez. Y enséñame ese pasito que no sé. Un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taki, taki, taki.
what? Yeah, she
What
could
about that
get it
song?
on that bit.
What
What?
about that song?
What about that song? Is I'm saying
so you
that's
had that song reserved. You had that song reserved in case I chose Selena
no. I had that song reserved.
because you just made me chub. Like
No.
I already knew about that, but it just made me chub even more.
No, I'm telling you. Every time I think of Selena Gomez, I think of her in that song, and I just think "Taki taka mi caliente," whatever the fuck she said. Mi caliente.
Okay.
Un fuego.
Epic.
All right.
Epic. White guy.
All right, let's
being
watch a couple of these.
racist.
Let's watch a couple of these. Okay, this guy's pretty funny. This guy's pretty good. This guy does what's called getting called a slur in Call of Duty speedrun. Here we go.
Mexican edition.
So I've decided to switch from the I'm Mexican strat to Mexican pride. Still using chorus and D. Shit is winning good times. Mexican pride. 72.5. Let's go.
That's pretty funny. That's a good one.
He just does speedruns of it. I got one more for you. Getting called a slur in COD speedrun Asian edition.
In order to show my support for the Asian community, I'm going with the Asians Matter strat plus hardcore S&D. Shit is winning good times. Asians matter. Asians. Let's go, baby. Stop for.
You got a freaking chain, dude. COD is so toxic.
COD doesn't get corrected. No one cares.
Yeah, COD. You can't hold COD back. Let's see.
Wait.
What?
Matt,
What?
You got to describe to the viewers what's going on there, right?
They can hear it.
Yeah, but the TikTok shows a little bit of what's going on. It's whatever. If you're
In order to show my support for the Asian community, I'm going with the Asians Matter
I'll show it
strat
again.
plus hardcore S&D. Shit is winning good times. Asians matter.
download it on Spotify.
Let's go, baby. Stop for.
I mean,
If you're watching this podcast, you're behind. Listening to it is where it's at.
all right, here we go.
So you actually
Oh no.
This one's pretty funny.
do crack.
Oh no.
Homie folded so fast.
So you actually
Okay,
do
yeah, I
crack.
see it.
Yes. So that's why my thumbs are like this with the light from the lighter. Interesting. Where do you get this crack from? I'm not telling you. Oh, I'm not a cop. I get it from Michael LaFrancois, who actually has 2 bench warrants.
Yeah, bring in. We caught him.
No, I know. I use this method.
Dude, he folded so fast. Did you see how fast he folded? I'm not telling
Is
you
that
anything. He's like,
real? That's
I'm not
real.
I'm not a cop or anything. No, I think these are a group of YouTubers who go around and they like try to catch drug dealers or something. Where does he live? They're like, where do you get your crack from? He's like, you're not a cop or anything, right? His name is Lawrence. He lives on.
Michael LaFrancois. Oh, I'm not a cop. I get it from Michael LaFrancois, who actually has 2 bench warrants.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bring in. We caught him.
That's how fast you fold.
You folded so fast. This is pretty funny. This is good for 420 because it was 420.
Oh, I saw this one already.
Oh shit.
I saw that one.
I feel bad for that guy. He's
he was
freaking.
so high.
He is
and
blasted,
he was gone.
bro. He is gone.
On 420, like, I felt that so many people were coming to my store so stoned out of their minds and just so disappointed because our oven broke on 420.
Why I let my exclusively breastfed baby eat sticks, rocks, sand, dirt, and unsanitized shopping carts. In the last couple hundred years, the allopathic industry has...
I let him eat unsanitized shopping carts? Whoa, chill.
Rocks, sand, dirt, and unsanitized shopping carts. In the last couple hundred years, the allopathic industry has taken the world by storm. This did not happen by accident. It happened after a series of billion-dollar campaigns intended to shift the public's perspective on health. I do not fear bacteria. In fact, I welcome it. I trust nature and my baby. It is not a coincidence babies have this instinct while they are breastfeeding.
Okay, that sounded like a whole lot of conspiracy shit that I need to break down individually.
Yeah, that was a lot to. That's a lot to digest.
This person was dead set on what they were doing.
The most interesting part is that
Matt,
she lets her
okay,
baby
Matt.
eat unsanitized carts.
Matt, you have a baby.
All of the cart.
You have a baby.
Okay.
It belongs to Natasha. What do you let it eat out of the natural world besides Natasha's milkies and its actual food? Go.
All right, let me break this down for you. That kid.
Wait, is that it?
That
wait,
doesn't.
Wait, you don't let it eat anything else?
That kid. Look, listen. No water, no food, toilet seat up. That's it. Like a dog. You know?
Nope, I don't know what that means, but hey, AfroMattt, Tabasco, and Yucateco sponsors. Let's go.
All right. Nope. All right, let's watch one more TikTok, and we'll close this out. Oh, this one's good. This one's good for Nick. Nick, you'll relate to this. I will not. I will. Well, we can both relate to this, but on opposite sides.
Motherfucker comes in at 9:30. Him and his fat fucking girlfriend. She comes in. They're baked as fuck. I can smell it off their fucking clothes. Comes in. Yeah, hi. I'd like the fucking bagel beignets. And then she orders blueberry pancakes, 2 sun-side fucking eggs, potato latkes with ketchup and fucking salt. And he gets fucking French toast and fucking 3 scrambled fucking eggs with fucking cheese. And guess what? Motherfucker was so goddamn broke that he gets a fucking check. He goes, whoa, this is too much for me. Oh, I'm fucking sorry. You can't pay $42 fucking after everything you fucking ordered. I gave him 2 orange juices for fucking free. And guess what? He gets a fucking thing. He fucking takes my fucking pen and he leaves a fucking 0 on that motherfucker with a fucking line through it. Don't you fucking dare take my fucking pen and like $0 on my fucking tip. Walks
the guy
out
in the background
and doesn't
like,
even
I'm
fucking
just
tip me. I've
closing.
seen no, steals my fucking pen too. You can go to the fucking dollar store and get a fucking pen for $1 for 10 of them. That's 10 cents a pen, you cheap fuck.
Oh my god, I get it. Matt, I get him.
Really?
I understand. I know what it's like.
All right.
The
now,
bitch going through. You're going. Okay, you gotta. What?
All right. Listen. He already said he came in baked as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
The ticket was $42. Baked as fuck. He already looked at the ticket and said, "Wow, I can't afford this." Right? Now, do I go up to a homeless person and ask for them to give me a tip?
To a hobo? A guy that's not doing his job. No, you don't ask him for a tip.
No,
like,
I'm
who talks
I'm
to a
saying
hobo
he's
unless
broke.
I'm giving him money. Are you
do I go
fucking
to?
kidding me, Matt?
Do I go
Are you
to?
kidding me?
Do I go to a homeless person? If you deliver a pizza to a literal homeless person, do you expect a tip?
I don't deliver pizza to hobos because they don't have fucking phones or cellular service.
I'm just
Go ahead. I need
saying.
you to reframe your whatever you're doing.
Okay. If
I know
if
you're trying to get to a point. It's not registering.
if you deliver a okay, look, listen. Do I go to a hobo and ask for money?
No, that's retarded. The hobo's a retard that can't get a job.
Yeah, they're already broke, right?
They're already broke, and they're not even asking for a job or money. They're just asking for money.
Okay. Now, this guy in this video already looked. This guy came in baked as fuck. Looked at his ticket, realized that he couldn't pay it, left a 0 tip, and then the other guy got mad. How do you get mad at that? The dude's already busting his bank on feeding him and his girlfriend. A $0 tip. You're asking for money from someone who can not even afford the meal they just ate. It's unfathomable that you're that greedy.
Why did the retard come into eat in the first place if he couldn't afford to give the server
He's
the
stoned.
money
He is stoned. He's stoned.
Shit?
He just wants some freaking food.
I get it. I get it. My homie's high. Give your server what they deserve. They're not making minimum wage. They're getting comped for the hour. And I'm not saying like they don't make it regardless, but it's what makes that person's position better than any other minimum wage position. That's why they get stressed out, because otherwise they feel like they are the equivalent of any other minimum wage person. Even though it's one person, it's not going to make a difference in his actual tips. This guy is still probably 1.5 times higher than anybody else making minimum wage.
Yeah. It's just saying. I will literally die on this hill. I do not believe in tips. If you're look, this is how tips work. This is how tips work in my head. If I make more than the waiter, I tip good. I tip better depending on how much more I make than the waiter. If I make less than the waiter, I don't have to tip.
I love you, Matt, as a friend. And I tip really good counteractive to that, no matter what, even if they don't deserve a tip, because it makes people's day and it helps reach them out of that minimum wage
That
gap.
being said, I do tip just so people in the comments don't hate and I don't get emails. I do
Matt
tip.
does tip.
I tip like 10 to 15% because that's what's
Matt
normalized
tips
in
like
America.
A fucking Jew. He tips like he was born in Jerusalem, raised there, and somehow didn't get murdered during the Holocaust.
I fucking hate tipping. Look, just think about it logically, right? I'll pay it all forward. When I'm rich, I will tip good. But I am broke, and I shouldn't be spending my money to float someone else's checking account that's banking more than me. It's literally the opposite of capitalism. You know? I need my money. I work for my money. They work for their money.
If you don't tip me, it doesn't affect me because the next guy's gonna give me $20.
Exactly. They'll get me next time.
But if everyone thinks that, then you don't get tipped for a whole night, which I've been in. Which sucks because it's like I'm making minimum wage.
And
Personally.
you signed up for that.
I signed up for that, and you signed up for Home Depot, where you
Yeah.
get the same pay as me, except consistently less.
That's what I'm saying.
We could argue about it.
That's what I'm saying.
Like person to person.
Look. It's a risk. It's a risk. It's a risky game. I could sign up to be a delivery driver, and I am. I drive the
or you would
Dasher.
make the same amount of pay as me, except generally less.
What do you mean?
Motherfucker.
On what?
Go ahead.
Dashing? Dashing?
No, I'm talking literally Home Depot versus Papa John's
Yes,
driver.
yes,
I
they-
literally am making baseline $11 an hour, but 90% of the time I'm making $10 an hour more.
That's why. Look, this is you're helping my argument. You are only helping my argument. Because you are a worker who is tipped. You make more than I do. And in my world, if you make more than I do, I shouldn't have to tip you.
Yeah, but I make $11 an hour if you don't tip me, and 2 people do that.
Okay.
And I'm just a baseline person.
Okay, so
Because you
Nick,
don't know
break down
that.
your.
You don't know how good my day is going. I'm not relying on you. I'm just. It sucks. It's like the best minimum wage job.
It's a
you could have.
scam. It's a scam, is
not
what
a
it is.
scam.
It's a scam. What it is what it is.
I could go through the money with you right now, Matt.
I might as well go out if I want to ask for tips. I'd rather Go out on the side
You
of the
don't
street with a
ask for
sign.
tips. You're not begging. You're not literally sitting there begging. They do it or they don't do it, and you go on with your day.
I think we can both agree that restaurants that add the tip automatically are the worst. The add gratuity, they add like 20% gratuity without you even saying, and you're like,
That's retarded. Regardless, you should not be forced.
I went to the comedy
what you're
club.
trying to
I went
say.
to the comedy club when I went to go see Tim Dillon. They added 20% gratuity, and then
That's
she
retarded.
and
That
then
is
she
retarded.
and then listen to this. She had the nerve to ask if I would like to add anything else, and I didn't even let her finish her sentence. I said no. I said custom
After
tip
they
0.
force the gratuity fee?
Yeah.
No, that's retarded. We can 100% agree that is retarded.
She was talking. She like crouched next to Natasha while Tim Dillon was on stage talking, and she's like, okay. She's like talking quiet, but I kind of overheard her. She's like, so tip is included on the thing. Just sign here on the iPad, and it'll ask you if you want to do any tips. All those tips go to me exactly. And then she's like, Natasha,
If you want to do any tips after already included tip price?
And then she came to me, and she's like, she went into her little thing, and she's like, hey, the tip is included on the thing, and just sign here. And then before she even finished saying that all the money I just pressed no. And she's like, she stopped mid-sentence and just left. I said, fuck you.
Good for you, Matt.
No,
if
no,
gratuity is already
it's
implemented,
oh, God.
Fuck tipping.
And I know I sound super like stingy, but it's like, look, I'm trying to make a living. You're trying to make a living. I can't be giving out money to everyone I see. Every schlep that's trying to make a living. You know?
Schlep.
That's a Jew term.
Okay. Every schlep. I'll define that later. Go on. I'm pretty upset.
No, that's just the end of that's all I have. That's the end of the podcast.
Aquafina.
Dude,
water.
this is a 2-hour podcast. We got to end it.
You gotta cut it off at some point. Like, we're gonna edit some stuff out, and you have to listen to this, and I feel bad for you. Yep, you gotta cut a lot of stuff out. If you don't, you're getting canceled. Good luck. Aquafina?
Thanks for watching.